Andy Barnard and Joe Paul are both new heads of department. Andy is head of geography at St Peter's Roman Catholic School in Gloucester. At 25, he's already an excellent classroom teacher, but has he learnt to manage a department? Joe leads a staff of nearly 40 as head of learning development at Waingel's College in Reading. An experienced manager from further education, her challenge has been learning to cope in a classroom. In this series, we followed their progress over the whole of their first summer term in post and joined them in this final programme at a crucial moment.
It's the 23rd of August today, and it's the Wednesday night, the night before the GCSE results come out, which is obviously quite a big time for me.
Even though I don't teach any of the GCSE subjects, I'm going into a school tomorrow to see the children, to be around for them getting their results. Hopefully, you know, there'll be lots of scenes of jubilation.
He predicted me an A.
A B.
A B.
A.
Pie in the sky to talk about percentages. I predicted and I've made my predictions, but I'll keep those to myself until I have a look at the grades tomorrow.
For Andy at St Peter's, this is the moment of truth. Are his predictions right? Of course, he already knows the A-level results.
The A2 level was fantastic. It was about 40% A and B, 60% A, B and C, which is fantastic. It's an improvement on what we've had in the past, and it meets the targets that the school set and the targets that I set myself. So that was really, really good. The S results, again, the top end were really, really, really good, what we expected, but unfortunately we had a few U's, we had a few not pass at the bottom end, which was a bit of a shame.
So to the GCSEs. Early on, some of Andy's predictions don't seem too accurate.
I think I was predicted an A for geography. So.
And what result did you get?
B.
I was predicted an A, and then I got a C. So that's not brilliant.
D. In what? Science. And math G.
Over in Reading, Jo's role includes responsibility for special needs pupils. Not surprisingly, she's focused on them and how they've done.
It's been quite nice, actually, being there for the kids that are on the register, who probably, some of them haven't done as well as they might have hoped to, but some of them have done incredibly well. So it's just nice to share that, you know, the ups and the downs with them and give them some encouragement and support.
They cancelled my apprenticeship.
Well, better things ahead for you. There's one student in particular who got A's and A stars, who's on the register, and I guess traditionally people would expect that any student that's on the SEN register would be a low achiever or a low performer, and he's outstandingly bright, but just needed that extra support.
I beat what I was expected to get in economics, which I was predicted to see, I got A star, and drama, I was predicted to B and I got an A.
When he first came, he was a very withdrawn individual, and to see that, you know, 5 years down the line, he's achieved A's and A stars, you know, it's brilliant. It gives me lots of motivation to do what I do, you know.
Back in Gloucester, once Andy gets his hands on the results, he realises that in its core subject, the geography department has actually done rather well.
In terms of the GCSE geography, 68% A to C, which we were absolutely thrilled with. Last year it was 60%.
Your hair looks lush. I got 1, 2, 3.
It's an option subject, and we always ask our option subjects to be looking to get as close to 70% as we can. So for his first year, he is absolutely up in the air, which is great for him.
The GCSE double award leisure and tourism was 4 out of 12, got A to C, which was, we were hoping we'd get a few more to get A, B and C, so a little bit disappointed with that.
The pass rate wasn't good, and he knows that, and he's already been to see me to explain where the modules came out and where the modules broke down, and he's not happy with the syllabus, which of course he inherited. And so that's the area he will look to develop next year and build on. But the geography itself, I'm absolutely delighted.
The year's gone reasonably well for me. There's been some things that I could have improved on, made done better. Some things that have gone really, really well. But generally, I'm relatively happy. I'd probably say out of 10, I'd probably give myself a 6 or a 7.
The last duties of their first year are finally over, As they start preparing for their second, it's time for the verdicts.
We had a timetabling problem for this coming year, and it came to the fore quite late in July. And his whole approach to that was, let's solve it, not let's highlight the problem. And that, to me, emphasised the quality of his leadership.
In terms of being the boss, I suppose I'm a bit more comfortable with it now than I was before. I think people have accepted me and have asked for my advice and my support where they see it necessary. So with coursework moderation or with behaviour issues with pupils.
Top of the class.
She's proven to be not only a good manager but an excellent leader. She's got that bigger picture, and it's really driving forward the whole college agenda, whilst also keeping her own team, working well and moving forward in terms of supporting students.
There aren't any areas really that have been resistant. I think once they began to see what we do and the results, teachers want us to be involved, and sometimes it can be quite overwhelming, the number of people and departments that want a piece of learning development at any one time. So I guess that must mean we're doing something right in being quite successful.
My room's been redone, I'm getting computers in there, and at the moment I've had to take everything out. I've had to gut the room completely, and actually it's given me a second chance at having a fresh start. I think this time, because I know the way that the school works, the way that the systems work, what paper's important and what paper's not, I think I can organise my space and my time a little bit better than I've done before.
The one thing that he will develop is the difference between leadership and checking that other people are doing their job, and leadership which is always about you doing it. It is something you look forward to see a young person who can lead from a distance rather than lead from hands-on.